Have you ever wanted to get back into the gym, but something was holding you back from taking that next step forward? I wanted to know what that one thing mostly is for people, so I went back through all my new gym intro call recordings to see what that number one thing was that most people felt was holding them back from joining a gym or getting in a training routine. And I was horrified to hear that it was the fact that they felt really broken down, out of shape, maybe injured, and they needed to get into better shape before getting started. Now, this is absolutely the worst reason for not joining a gym or getting into a training routine. So what I'm gonna do in this video is basically break down what happened to me when I went from nursing an injury and kind of avoiding the gym and avoiding my routine, and then what happened when I got back into it and just committed to the result and committed to doing what I knew I needed to do. Let's get started. I get it. Getting back in the gym is scary. There's a lot of things that feel like it could go wrong. And I mean, there's a reason that there's a resistance in the first place, right? Like your body's not dumb. Like your mind isn't dumb. It's trying to protect you. The fear's trying to serve you. It makes sense, right? Like you're designed to keep yourself out of danger. When you're comfortable, when you're not doing much in the gym, you're still alive. That's what evolution's trying to protect. It's trying to keep you alive and keep you out of danger. But it's not great at looking after your best interest. And it's not great at helping you work towards your goals. That's something that you kind of have to overcome yourself. So there's almost like two forces at work. You know, there's your protective force. There's a part of you that wants to keep you alive, keep you safe, so you can live to fight another day. But then there's another part of you that wants to grow and learn and become something bigger, better, like transcend maybe the current pain or way that you're feeling right now. And that's the war that we're all in. We're not as simple as we think. We're actually a lot more complicated than we give ourselves credit for. And also begs the question, who are you in the first place? And who's gonna win over the course of your life? Who's gonna make the decisions for you that are gonna lead to where you end up being? I mean, who really wants to just like survive? Of course, you'll stay alive. That's great. But if the life that you're living doesn't feel so good, there's a big risk in keeping things the same throughout your entire life. And then on top of that, there's the risk of really not actualizing the potential of who you could become. I mean, just imagine like what's possible. Ha! Voila. Had a lot going on. I mean, I always have a lot going on, so I'm not really complaining, but there's a baby coming.
No, I said, can you see her move it?
No.
You can see.
Had some family illness and loss. Always have a business that needs attention, needs focus, needs someone. So long story short, my training has suffered. My workouts have suffered. And my body hasn't felt awesome. It's been okay, but there's a creakiness, a feeling of deterioration, kind of this feeling that things aren't getting better, they're like kind of slowly getting worse. And with that, there's more and more resistance then to getting back at the gym because I'm not feeling good, I'm kind of hurting. You know, I felt my shoulder just like kind of giving me this weird pain that I've not felt before in a long time. I started noticing a lot of aches and creaks in my body, just feeling more out of breath, feeling less, feeling more resistance to like doing hard things or like just going upstairs, basic stuff. It didn't feel good, and it did, and I could even sense in a few weeks, or maybe it was like kind of a month that I was falling into this, that if I continued on this path, it wasn't going to get better, it was going to get worse. And this is why this is so dangerous. If you're avoiding doing work, or if you're avoiding a training program or joining a gym, and your thought is, well, I just need to sort of wait this out, it's only gonna get harder every single day that you don't do anything. And then what's kind of interesting, opposite to this, is when you do decide to get in the gym, even though you kind of feel broken and it doesn't go great, you get less sensitive to those little sensitivities that were seemingly getting worse and worse. They're not going to disappear all at once, and the workouts themselves are going to feel really hard. But when you do it the next day, you feel a little less sensitive to that pain. And also, it's a little bit easier to get back into the gym. And it's a little bit easier to say yes. And then by day 3, you'll find little pockets and little moments where you actually like want to work hard and want to push for a moment, right? Maybe then by day 4, it's a little bit easier to sustain. By day 5, you're kind of in the swing. And now what's crazy is you're invested in this process because you've put in 5 days of effort and work. And there's some confidence that comes with that. And the more days that you're able to commit to your plan, whatever your plan is, whether it's going 2 days a week or 6 days a week, or just, doing strength training 3 days a week, or running 2 days a week, or whatever it is, that you have a plan, you commit to it, the more you do, the less sensitive you get to pain. The less you do, the more sensitive you get to pain. Which really brings up the question of like, what is pain? What's it even doing? And is all pain the same? Because there's a pain of doing nothing and feeling the constant hum of that pain getting worse and worse. And of course, there's the pain of the gym, of the workout. There's pain during your sets. But then when you finish, the reference pain of just life feels way less than when you had the reference of what it felt like to work hard in the gym. So the worst thing that you could do if you're procrastinating to get started in a workout program, the worst thing that you can do is wait longer, because it's only going to get harder every day that you wait. And it's only going to get easier from every day that you start. So the best time was probably 10 years ago, last month, whatever it is. The second best time is right now. So then, how much does this actually help? What do you actually do? How do you get yourself to make that jump? Well, one thing you can do is invest in it. There's a huge value of putting your money towards something so that now there's more accountability to actually doing it. It's one thing if you decide, hey, I'm going to go run every day. And if you're able to do that, it's great. I just think more times than not, without the layer of actual financial investment, it's hard to follow through. The financial investment gives you that extra reason to show up and do it that you wouldn't have otherwise. You don't want to waste the money. You don't want to spend on something. It's going to make it harder to skip that day because you've paid for it. You can make it even better by not investing in a gym membership, which really they're going to charge you the same whether you come one time or whether you come 30 times. But invest in the number of visits that you go. Whenever you invest in the number of visits, then it puts you and the gym on the same playing field, puts you on the same side of the table, where the more you come, the more they make, and the more you come, the better you feel. You want that. You don't want to set it up to where the less you come, the more value they get. I mean, now they're incentivized for you not to come. You're incentivized to come as much as you can. So let's say you get the membership, you come every day. Now you're getting a great deal. The gym's getting a bad deal. Not a great relationship between you and the gym. If you come once a month, now the gym's getting a great deal. You're getting a really bad deal. Not so great either. You're not on the same team. Just make it even and fair. Pay for the number of visits. Pay for the visits. Then when you go, then they want you to go again because they can't get paid until you go again. They need you to go. You want to be on the same table. You want to be on the same team as any provider or any service that you purchase. Third thing you can do is find people you want to do it with. We're very, very incentivized as human beings to work together and connect with other people. And those people showing up and knowing that they're going to be there, that's going to hold you more accountable to wanting to be there, even if you don't feel great or even if you don't have a good reason to be there. And then the fourth I would say is pick something you really believe in. Look at people that have been doing it for a really long time and ask yourself, would I want to be like that? Would I want more of that to rub off on me? And if that's yoga or, run coach or a boot camp class or a training program or whatever, look at the people that do it the most and think would I like to be more like that? If the answer is yes, that means you probably believe in the system. You believe in what it's doing. Everybody's going to have different values and preferences. And it's not my goal to tell everybody what they should do. That's something I can't tell anybody to do. What I do know is it is really important to be pursuing an outcome that you would like, that you would personally like. And for me, I don't really need to be super flexible. So stretching classes or yoga or those sorts of movement practices, they don't really line up with the outcome that I would like. But that doesn't mean at all that I don't fully appreciate people that do. And I think it's awesome and very impressive and very cool that people find all kinds of different ways to get value in their fitness and different ways to pursue their fitness and pursue the expression of fitness in their lives. If you're thinking about getting started, just start. Just start. Get it out of your head. Make an investment. Don't think. Remember, there's two parts of you. There's the part of you that wants to just keep you alive and avoid danger. There's the part of you that wants great things for yourself, wants you to reach all of your goals. The two aren't the same thing. They both live inside you, but they're not the same thing. And you aren't just one thing. You are many things. So if you're being dominated by the one, not to give it some respect, it deserves some respect for wanting to keep you out of danger. But if you're being dominated by it, you got to give some more voice over here to number two. Got to give it an opportunity to steer the ship a little bit. If you've liked this video, you're going to enjoy this one, where I basically go over the mindset and the fear that people have around joining the gym and how to overcome it better. See you there.